On October 12, 2022, Dr. Herbert Wertheim announced a gift of astonishing generosity to the people of Florida and the world.
I'm pleased to announce that the Dr. Herbert and Nicole Wertheim Family Foundation has provided $100 million, the largest gift from an individual donor in the University of Florida history.
In recognition of this milestone investment, the Institute became the Herbert Wertheim UF Scripps Institute for Biomedical Innovation and Technology. Dr. Wertheim knew from a young age that he wanted to make a lasting impact on humanity.
When I was a young engineer, I worked for NASA. I'm one of the first 500 employees in manned spaceflight. And what we achieved was a miracle. And I see Jupiter, Florida, as a launch pad for science. We have what I call science nauts versus astronauts. And what they're going to do is they're going to put us into space that we've never been before. They're going to help us solve healthcare problems. Let's think about Jupiter as a launch pad, like we think of Cape Canaveral. And this is going to be a launch pad for science.
I think Herbie made the connection to UF, understanding kind of what we have to offer, especially in Florida, a major research institution, top 5 public. And he was the one who initially talked about, hey, let's explore UF as the partnership.
Philanthropic donations are critical to helping us achieve our mission. And so Dr. Wertheim's gift is a really significant advance for us. And I think the hope is that it's going to serve as sort of a seed or a catalyst for even further philanthropic growth to help us achieve some pretty exciting things we have going on here.
The mission of the Institute is to advance human health through biomedical research, drug discovery, and clinical studies, while providing outstanding educational opportunities to inspire and train the next generation of scientists.
We've been working on genetically defined diseases like the most common form of muscular dystrophy, the most common form of ALS, and most recently been positioning that infrastructure to target things like SARS-CoV-2, which everyone unfortunately has been aware of for the past 2 or 3 years.
Discoveries here can get to patients with unprecedented speed thanks to the clinical strengths of UF Health, the Southeast's most comprehensive academic health center. Together, we will push the boundaries of scientific knowledge farther, so that after receiving a tough diagnosis, more patients will hear, "We have good treatment options for you."
What we have largely lacked is access to clinicians, clinical populations, and so that's one of the sort of biggest advances for us in terms of how we can leverage this new relationship with the University of Florida that we're really excited about.
A lot of philanthropists are silent donors. Herbie doesn't just, provide resources, he provides his mind, and that turns out to be just as important, actually, as the money.
Dr. Wertheim and UF Health have created a blueprint for success, with a goal to raise $1 billion to support the development of precision treatments for cancer and neuromuscular diseases, new therapies for stroke, treatments for autism, and vaccines to prevent future pandemics.
I just love helping people discover things. And someone asked me, what are you trying to do in your life? What do you want to be remembered for? I said, I want to be remembered for my kindness and the ability to spread knowledge as often as possible. We all have only 2 things in common, all of us. One is time and our humanity. What we do with those 2 things defines who we are.